supersize me feeling. You know, he's like, days into it, he's like, I'm not really feeling good. That's how I felt. And I was only doing it for dinner. I was like, I'm gonna win this $1 million. Because yeah, you could win $1 million if you like complete the board or something.
They should have done a follow with the guy from like Super Size Me. I'm pretty sure he had diabetes at the end of it.
No, dude, he's good. He had a show called 30 Days, where he would do the same thing with other stuff. He did minimum wage for 30 days in a city in Ohio, and he didn't make it. Because he got injured on the first job he went on, like 2 days into it. He hurt his wrist, but he worked through it, and then he got to the point where he couldn't move anymore, so he had to go to the ER. And that it was $500 just to get into the door, and that was like half of the money he earned that whole entire month.
That is insane.
Yeah, and like they were like in the cheapest apartment you could find. There's like, you know, cockroaches and ants all over the place, and in the most ghetto part of town, and they try to walk everywhere. And I'm just sitting there like, man, I guess it isn't very easy to live, is it?
I think it's too damn hard.
So,
you know, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off right there.
No, dude, go for it.
I really believe that like healthcare was like completely free until like last week. Because like whenever I got sick as a kid, whenever I had something serious happen to me, we went to the hospital
and you just were like, oh, I'm fixed now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because, I don't know, maybe my mom's because she's Indian, she knows all the doctors, you know? There's like a disproportionate amount of Indian doctors out there.
That's a very stereotypical observation, but I'm probably pretty sure it's true.
I'll just print to it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, like the things that, like the way people grow up, there's just certain things you don't learn that normal people, like the general public learns. Like, going to the doctor wasn't a thing my family ever did. And then I moved here, and my girlfriend's mom is telling her to go to the doctor all the time. I'm like, oh, you got a cough, you should probably go to the doctor. I'm like, what? I grew up in Idaho though, so it's like rednecks are a little different than desert people. And when I mean desert people, I mean people who live in a desert. I'm not.
You're a racist. You're not,
I know.
You're not gonna fool me. Figured that out about you the day I met you. Funny story. One time I was getting a checkup, and you know, like it was like a full thing, like a checkup.
Yeah.
Where they like, you know, they look inside your ears and get your tongue, weigh you.
Yeah.
And I got weighed, and this is like a long time ago. This was like 14 to 15. I've always been a bigger dude, so whatever. But when I was like, I went in there, and he's like, okay, so you're overweight, but only in like a visual sense, you know? It's only like a cosmetic thing. It's like, other than that, you're like really like you're healthy, you know, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's like, why did you bring that up?
Yeah, why would you even say it?
I guess it's nice to know.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a big misconception by the general public is like overweight, in shape, and all that stuff is all it's a spectrum. It's not some binary stuff. Like you can have poundage on your body, and you can have a better cardiovascular fitness than half the world, you know, and you can be considered healthy. You're just genetically predisposed to have more weight on you. It's just how it is. And I think once people start realizing that, they won't be at least as judgmental when it comes to all that. You know?
I don't really mind being a bigger guy. Like, I'm completely shameless with my eating habits. Like, it's a complete disaster.
Well, see, at least you can admit it, though. You know, that's. I mean, a lot of people would say, "Yeah, but I eat healthy all the time." Blah blah blah. And like, I'm gonna say right now, like, I don't have to try to be skinny, and that's like, it's a blessing.
It's really amazing how like people don't actually understand how to take care of their body. Like I've talked to people where they're like, I want to lose some weight, so I'll just not eat the entire day and eat one big meal.
Yeah.
It's like that's the opposite of what you do.
Yeah, that's not what you do. I looked out, and having a family that likes doing sports and like making homemade meals when I was younger. So I was always active, and I was always eating a crap So maybe that probably helped me out a lot as far as metabolism goes for my future. But a lot of people don't get that, where when they're young, they're doing sports all the time, so they're not used to being active all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So now that I'm not doing sports anymore, I'm not as happy and all that stuff. But I'm doing, like, Melee's like my replacement.
Melee's good.
Melee is good.
Don't know if there'll be too many opportunities to play when Smash 4 comes out. But
Give us a like, a subscribe, and comment if you think Melee is good. Even if you don't.
do it anyway. Oh wait, we're on stream, aren't we?
Yeah, we've been streaming.
Shit. People are actually seeing us right now. So even if I didn't...
We're talking about diets and doctors.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like the chat must be like the worst commentary ever.
Oh goodness. I gotta pull my pants up, it's getting hot in here. Oh man, I was so looking forward to playing today. I practiced in everything this month. So
I'm kind of wasting time just chilling here. I'm too tired to get up. It's just not gonna happen right now.
We're getting to learn a lot about each other. We haven't really talked
Yeah,
very
we've like
much.
never said a word about it. We hung out at the Tucker's thing. That was fun.
Yeah. I think it's because you're introspective or introverted, correct? Yeah. We understand. We can sit there and not talk to people and be like, okay. Other people aren't.
I'm actually a little bit self-conscious about like whenever I play with someone, like I'm playing friendlies.
Yeah.
And like I'll go like 30 games and not say a word to them, and they think I'm getting salty.
Yeah.
It's like the funniest thing in the world.
We gotta figure out the social cues with all these extroverts. At least that's how I feel. Like, do they want me to talk right now? I could probably say something like, "Oh, that was a good game," and then like be good for 20 minutes.
I'm just like really focused on improving. Like,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not really a really carefree person in general, and I like be relaxed. But when it comes to Melee, I judge myself very harshly, and I really want to get good.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting to feel like maybe I just don't have like the tools to really be a great player, but you know, it's still fun to try and improve, you know?
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe I'll be really good.
And that's the thing, dude. There's so many plateaus, and some of them are hard to get through, and it depends on the person. Like even still, I've been playing this game for a long time, and I get those aha moments still, you know? Like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do here. Like, for example, I was playing against you. We were doing the Fox Falcon, and like I was underneath a platform, and you would do this bait where you'd run up to me, and then jump up to the platform, and then drop down again, and I would probably like grab, and you would have time to punish me. And like I just had a mindful moment, like he's baiting me in these situations. I should stop being baited in these situations. It's just, I don't know, it's just like little things that most of the time you can't control.
This game is like really hard in that sense where it's like, I feel like in most fighting games, it's really, like a lot of times it's easier, not easy, but it's easier to discern where the player's intentions are by the way they move around.
Oh yeah.
But this game is like a million miles a second, so it's hard to do that.
Imagine if this had air dashes.
That would be bananas. I don't know if I'd want to play this game.
Because then that's like even worse. Imagine a Captain Falcon with an air dash. It's like, oh, okay.
My edge right that, sorry.
Yeah. So it doesn't look like the Falcon switch for Sword is paying off very well.
That's a funny little exchange.
Alright, chat and YouTube commenters. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being extremely crappy, 10 being amazing, how good is the team name Knock Knock Joke? Leave your comment now.
That's pretty dumb, I'm gonna be really I'm
Do you hear that, Sword? I think it's pretty funny because like it just sort of like catches you off guard a little bit.
kidding. Me and Jordan don't even like teams where we're like back and forth with team names all the time.
What's your go-to?
The one that I want to go with, but I can't get Jordan to agree to, is Pickles and Sea Dog. I would be Sea Dog and he would be Pickles.
Why?
It's just silly, I don't know. Like you wouldn't know who's who. It's funny together. The two words together are kind of silly.
Pickles and Sea Dog. Has JPEG told you about the brick bushes? No. Okay. This was a long, well, not long ago, but like 3.5 years ago. I was in the car with him, and we're talking about
Adam
band
versus Captain
names.
Cosmos.
And he's like,
9.
one name I really like for a
From
band
Alien
is
Amateur,
the Brick
Adam
Bushes.
versus Captain Cosmo.
And ever since then, it's just, if I have a jazz band, that's going to be my band name. And I'm going to give JPEG 10% of the money that we earn. That's how much I like that name.
Did he coin the term brick bushes?
I think so. Like,
Math versus Slick.
leave it to JPEG to put brick and push as a same term.
That seems like a JPEG thing to do.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna watch this game and I'm gonna try to do some commentary for it. And once it's done, I gotta go play some nowadays. It's gotta happen. I gotta find the strength with it.
Okay. Well, this is the last game of it.
Yeah, this is a good place to snap. Blue team's getting shit on. They like both went out at the same time.
I'm trying to figure out what they're doing wrong. Well, okay, right there. Alright, so Sheik got Fox off the edge. Listen, comboing Fox, let's just say that. And Falco was still trying to work on the other Fox. What he should have done is he should have gone over to the other side and helped Fox out right away.
Yeah.
Your
You're in a
team.
position where it's the other player's on the opposite side of you. And, like,
Yeah.
your teammate's getting comboed. It actually makes perfect sense to abandon what you're doing with this player over here.
Yeah. Like, you just got to think that your teammate's life is more important than your
Killing
opponent.
your-
Yeah.
You gotta operate under the assumption that you'll be able to kill the other player later on.
Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest things. Like, this whole time, they've been pretty much doing one-on-one, like on each side, and it shouldn't be like that. Like, he should just not try to edge guard him right there, and he should have gone for the other Fox. Like, right now, his friend's being comboed, and he's trying to edge guard. I mean, sure, it's even kills, but
It actually made sense because the two players getting edge guarded were on the same team. So,
yeah.
so in that situation, I'd be like, yeah, you do you. I'm gonna go over here and finish off the other guy. But I know what you're saying. Like, you thought the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah, melee doubles. Freddy and SK92 versus Steve Point.
Jeremy! How's it going? I missed you. Been good. Let's just say it didn't work out. Yeah. They definitely let on more than I thought. Yeah. It's alright. You know, life's life. I was too late. So what happened to this match? I thought it was in Green's favor.
I don't know, dude. I'm kind of spacing out. Looks like a Green team got shit on. I think the Sheik was just getting shit on. That's really what happened.
Oh, Tucker. Bad boy. You bad boy.
Tucker's a funny guy.